Alright everybody, what's up and welcome back to another Fortnite video. So season 7 is finally here and I've been loving the season, but there are a few hidden changes in the world of Battle Royale that I wanted to go through in this video. Some of them are a little bit more obvious, some of them are quite well hidden, but I'm not going to talk about things like the new polar ice portion of the map or the zip lines or the planes. No, those ones are really obvious. I want to talk about a little bit of a smaller ones and hidden ones that you may not know. You may not know every single one of these, but that's the beauty of this video, and I think this is going to be a pretty fun time. So let's start with the first one. The scoped AR and also the thermal assault rifle scopes were slightly adjusted. So the scope one has this little red dot in the middle of it. It's very clean, and also the thermal one has these red outlines and also that little red dot, which makes it easy to aim, and it's both of these are way better than before. So not a direct buff to these ones, but a pretty cool change nonetheless. Alright, the next change is quite funny because the item itself is very fun to use and you can be extremely creative with this item. What I'm talking about is the balloons. So previously they dropped in stacks of 20, now they dropped in stacks of 10. Now, as you guys can see, you can shoot while you are using the balloons. You can even heal, draw throwables and everything because you now place the balloons on your back, and previously if you placed enough balloons you'd never get back down, you just float away. But now you can just, even though if you have only, because the new maximum amount of balloons you can put on your back is 3, even though you put 3 balloons on your back you will still eventually come down. That's a fun change, and I'm extremely happy about this one because that makes the balloons even more viable. They are fun to use. They're not the most viable items in the game, naturally, but they are fun to use, and I've seen a lot of people actually just using like 2 balloons on their back and just dropping on people because people don't look up and you don't hear the gliding sounds. There's no sound when you're gliding with these balloons. So that's actually, I haven't even tried that one out, but I'm definitely going to try that, to just dunk on people. That sounds fun, and that's a cool change, even though it's not the most game breaking or game changing, but the balloons are extremely fun to use, so that's quite important. Next up, we have 6 items that got vaulted when the season 7 launched. I'm fine with 5 of these changes, but one hurts my soul, and these are the items that got vaulted. First up, we have Shadow Stones, and since it's not season 6 anymore, I don't really care about these ones because they're not part of the story anymore, and I almost never used them. So they were fun to use because you went so fast when you were under effect of them, but I don't really care. Then we have Porta Forts, and we have Porta Fortresses in the game. So Porta Forts were kind of irrelevant, they weren't useful, and even though I don't agree with Porta Fortress being in the game, I think that's a stupid idea as a whole, but at least we don't have both of them anymore. Next we have Clingers, and I thought Clingers were very balanced explosives after the last nerf a while back, but one less explosives here and there. We have a lot of explosives in the game, so not that big of a deal. Moving on to chiller traps. Chiller traps are also removed, and we have a lot of icy places at the moment in the game, so they do exactly the same thing as chiller traps did before. I cannot pronounce, so I'm not gonna miss them. I never used them, and I don't think they had any impactful place in the game or in the meta. But the next one I'm extremely upset about, even though I was kind of like expecting this, but it's the double barrel shotgun. the double barrel shotgun is no longer in the battle royale, and I kind of like expected this because they just added the epic and legendary versions of the pump shotgun, and at that point I was quite sure that they are going to vault one of the previous shotguns that have been added, and I was pretty sure it was going to be the double barrel, and it was. And I'm not so happy about that because I loved double barrels, but I don't know. And since I hate the new legendary and epic pump actions, I think they are worse than green and the blue ones. I don't know why, but I just can't stand them. So I'm a little bit of upset about that change, but I can live with that. And well, I have to, because it doesn't matter what my take is, they're gonna take the double barrel out anyway. And then the final thing that got vaulted was the shockwave grenades. So this was a surprise to me as well, because initially we had the impulse grenades, then they took them out because they added the more strong ones that are shockwave grenades, and now they took the shockwave grenades out as well. I don't know why. I know we have quite a few of the movement items or mobility items in the game, but I think shockwaves were great. People were very creative in their use, and now they're gone, so I'm a little bummed about that one, but I don't know. So the next up, we have a little bit of a different kind of change. It's very well hidden, and it's very minor change, but I actually love this one. So if you empty a gun clip, or you don't even have to empty a gun clip, I don't think, but it's just if you just pick up a gun and then stay still for a few seconds, your character will inspect the weapon. They will just turn their gun around in their hands a little bit, inspecting it. And that's a really fun change, especially now when we have the wraps or the weapon skins, so you can actually see your camo on your weapon a little bit better when your character inspects the weapon. And the final thing I have here is more like an add-on to the Season 7. So what I'm talking about is that we have a new umbrella, and like we do in every season, and this time we have kind of like, it's a funny one. It's kind of like a snowman umbrella. It looks cool. I don't have it yet because I've been hooked on the Team Rumble game mode. I've been loving that game mode a lot lately since the Season 7 launched, and I've been playing a few solos, but I haven't been able to win just yet, so I'm a scrub. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. These are all the changes I wanted to mention in this one. I know there has been a little bit more than just these, but I didn't want to mention the most obvious ones like the planes and zip lines. Like, everyone knows they exist, like it's not a secret, and I know most of these are not a secret, but I think these are the most hidden ones, and these are the definitely most hidden ones that I could find, and I thought that the video would be much more entertaining if I were talking about things that not everyone knew about, because like a plane, I don't see why I would make a video talking about the planes. Like, everyone knows they exist, and that's why I didn't mention the block either, because everyone knows that the idiot exists. But let me know that in the comment section. Are you guys enjoying the Season 7? And also let me know what's your favorite change of this season. Me, that's kind of a tough one. I think it's gotta be the ice potion of the map, because that's just pretty cool. And my least favorite is that they took the double barrel out of the game. But anyways, that's pretty much for the video. Just let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about the season, and I'll see you guys later.